Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Bozmos2, where we are playing Chaco. It is turn 54. Let's jump into things. Okay, so we have a whole host of site searching. Construction 5 has been completed. On our way up to Construction 6. That'll be good for us. A whole host of site searching. Nada. Nothing. Knit. Nope. No. Oof. My God, please. Oh, it hurts. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, there we go. So we get a Cave of Clouds over here in Molaton. +1 air gem per turn. That was our last Auspex. And then another Haruspex that is nothing. So we're not having very good luck with our site searching now, but the reason why we're not really having very good luck with a lot of this site searching is because we've site searched most of the places now. We have a couple that we're missing here or there, but most of the places have done at least one, and that means that we've picked up the most common sites. We're going to continue to do this. It's not really efficient, but and do not at me. I know it's not efficient. I get it. But it's the way my lizard brain works, right? Like, I cannot... It hurts me to look at provinces that aren't maximally investigated, right? So we're going to continue until we run out, is what it is. Need more success on the Earth side of things. I will say the rise in Dwarven Hammer prices kind of fucking me. Yeah, moving on. So not a whole lot of luck there. We did get one, is what it is. Proclamation from Vatiheim. King, the Draco Lion, shall be hereby known as the Prophet. Okay, gotcha. And of course a new Prophet from Relay. We got a bunch of different battles. Okay. I guess we're just at war with Niflheim now. So I'm going to reach out to Erythia, probably. I don't know if these two made peace or not. But I'm not going to deal with this guy just raiding me with commanders. It's really annoying. Right? So we're gonna park someone here in Molaton. He's gonna have to send something more to actually get something done there. Which might end up meaning that he actually sends a thug or a super combatant our way, or maybe an army or whatever. We'll see. I'm not gonna start making plans to invade him just yet, but I'm also not gonna start doing that. So we're not going to watch the battles in Pistina or Grifa, because they're literally just little commanders charging into PD. So, this PD kills this commander. This PD does not kill this commander. As simple as that. We have an attack in Packwoods. Our Wuya versus this throne. There's not much left. Comparatively. Only really dangerous thing here is the giant. The hawks are not dangerous because we have 40 shock resistance. Meditation goes off. Iron Skin goes off. Strength of Gaia goes off. Earth Power goes off, which is very good because now we have Reinvigoration to sustain. Her Flesh goes off. Cool. We are at 27 protection. This guy can still bludgeon the shit out of us. If he hits and he rolls high, he can fuck us. Fortunately, he only has a length 3 weapon. We should be able to repel the shit out of him if he ever gets in range of us. Which he is slowly but surely doing. Oh, nope, he moved away. Yay, he moved away. Ooh, no, stay away. Stay away. Oh no, sir. Fortunately, like, he's size 6, so, like, he can't really fit into the cracks. He's gonna be one of the last things that is able there really should be. I'm gonna throw this out there. Dominion 6, right? Like future concepts for the designers here. Size 6 creatures, or just larger creatures in general. I don't know if this should be a special ability that is pervasive amongst them, or if it's just inherent in the size of creatures. But larger creatures, like a size 6 hill giant, in this type of scenario, right up against all these size 3 Inkidus, should be able to basically each turn go, move back, and just basically like push these other units out of the way, basically displace them, pick them up and put them behind them, you know, that type of thing, so that larger creatures can get into battles like this. It absolutely makes sense to be able to do that. The idea that this hill giant is just like towering over this battle and unable to progress forward, right? Like that's bonkers. And it also actually limits the effectiveness of certain units like this, right? It should definitely be a thing. Anyways, moving on. We are able to route them fairly easily. That was in Packwoods. We killed 40 units. The rest route. We have taken this province. Very nice. We have a battle in Moliton where we attacked, trying to take this province back. It is basically just province defense. So we fully fucking buff up and then come fight this fucking Jarl. Who, I mean, he's a giant, but he's not going to be able to do anything. Unblessed, unkitted out to a Wuya, you know. There's not really much you can do there. Great. Easy kill. Very cool. And then we have a battle in Old Man. Let's see how it goes. Okay. We've got Wuya 14 and Wuya 15 over here. And they're up against nothing. They're up against Kengub Crazy. So, let's see if they give it away. They do not. Okay, so they don't cast their, you know, stuff. Run forward. Ah! Except they do cast something. Fucking asshole. It can drive me crazy. If a unit's gonna be like, this isn't a strong enough force to cast the gem spells that I was scripted to cast. But I'll decide later to use gems on this other spell. What the fuck? No, either use gems to cast the thing that I told you to cast, or don't use gems at all. And I know you can use conservative gem usage, right? But we're intentionally trying to not use conservative gem usage. I think there should be a little bit more consistency in the decision-making process from the AI. Anyways, so we went in Old Man. There was only a crazy there. We talked about this last turn, right? That there was very much the possibility that he was just going to pull out, regroup, etc. And it looks like that is what he did. We have a battle here in Bitra between Phasia and Lemuria. See how this goes. Phasia just continuing on the Lemurian train, right? It's a little bit more of an army here. Let's see what Lemuria can do. I'm gonna assume not much. There's way more on the side of Phasia here. Oof. And those solar rays just have the number of the Phasians. Ooh, what is that? And a holy power, unholy protection. Firestorm. Cast Firestorm? Pretty late to be casting something like Firestorm. Also, potentially hurting yourself. Firestorm. What the fuck? Okay, so Phasia wins another round against Lemuria, slowly but surely taking all of Lemuria's stuff. We've got Unrest and Magic in Pastina. We've got Growth, Lux, Sloth, and no taxes in Kingdom of Dara, which is no bueno. Kingdom of Dara is one of our better provinces. We don't like that. A scout got found out by Atlantis and killed. And then we actually lost a province to some werewolves. Annoying. Construction of a wooden fort in Umidor is completed, and of course the defenders and Old Man are repairing faster than we. So what are we doing? Alright, yeah, that's 147 income that we did not start. That's annoying. Really good provinces. Holy shit. Really good provinces. Umdara, Fenica, Northia, Wolven Plain. Akesta was, and then it lost 7,000 plus population last turn. Got pretty good land, honestly. Kind of lucked out in that. Got pretty good land. Okay, what are we doing? Most of this is just movements towards the front. We are pulling... That Kashari was able to retreat, pulling that Kashari over to Smacia. We're going to take this werewolf location back by moving Mong 7 with a very minor set of gear back. It shouldn't matter. The werewolves shouldn't have any... Shouldn't be a big deal, basically. Let's look at our... Oh, no. Hold up. Moving more crystal sorceresses up towards the front. Moving more sorceresses up towards the front. And actually, with Wuya 16, we are moving... a whole host of Katsina warriors up towards the front. This is because I am trying to move towards a scenario. Again, I think Pastina is very important for us to hold. It is a choke point into our actual nation. And I'm even considering, I don't really want to, but I'm even considering putting a fort up in Assad so that we can help continue to keep that choke point. But basically, I'm going to work on fortifying Pastina so that we can march in a different direction, so that we can actually attack Angobia without leaving ourselves open to Niflheim, etc., etc. That's what part of Wuya 16's forces are going to be for. That's most of the movement. We'll talk about attacks over there here in a second. Let's talk about this throne, which we are claiming this turn. We have the throne of the Pantocrator. Pantocrator? Pantocrator? I don't know. So this is interesting. It's kind of a strange thing, right? We have obtained probably the best Dom push throne in the game. Spreads Dominion 7, which is stupid high. Gives us a Dominion conflict bonus of +2. And then it also gives us Call God +2 levels per priest. So we can Call God even faster. That's cool, but that's not really a big thing for us. We don't want our Great Bear to die. So, I mean, if our Great Bear dies... cool, we're going to be able to call him back really quickly, but, you know, it'd be a different thing if it was something like an god or something like that we were, you know, that's intentionally designed to be like, oh, this guy can die, let's throw him at stuff, whatever, you know. That is not the case for our current god, so we care less about that. It's just a nice icing on the cake, we guess, but Dom 7 and Dominion conflict bonus is a really big deal. That can push our Dominion very heavily. Which is good, because we take a look at places like Zabiria or Scraw Point, and the Dominion there is starting to be pushed by Ermor. Ermor specifically pushing Scraw Point, and I think Ermor specifically pushing Zabiria as well, though it could be some other locations. I do not believe it to be so, though. You go over to Palame there. So yeah, that's really interesting. It's not a big, adds to our bless throne or anything like that, which would have been cool. But it's still very interesting and potentially a good thing for us because pushing our Dominion out could be pretty strong, at the very least to keep us from being overwhelmed by Ermorian death scales, etc. But also, we could look into specifically trying to work with that, doing something like, I don't know, maybe like Vengeful Water, potentially. I don't know. We've got options. I don't think after doing some research and listening to some of the discussions that are happening, I don't really know that our gem income is ever going to be strong enough to face off against the gem incomes of a lot of the other nations in this game. A lot of the other nations, especially the nations that are doing really well, have ways to generate more gems or have other things that have gotten them into a position to where they have a lot more land to generate gems with, etc. It's kind of a weird situation. I think, honestly, what is very likely is that we're a mid-sized nation in this game, and we're probably going to be relegated to being a mid-sized nation for the rest of the game until someone knocks us out or until someone wins via throne victory, right? But we'll keep kicking. We'll keep doing what we can, seeing how it goes. On that note, we are sending a Monketsina kitted out down to Moliton to hold Moliton. We're sending Wuya 2 up to Grifa in order to attack, bring Grifa back. We're bringing Wuya 15 and Wuya 14 back into the fold in Pastena. We're not going to leave them on Old Man, partially because I have no interest in fighting Old Man if Old Man decides to come out of the hole, but also because we don't want to leave them out there as open options for Kangobia to try to target now that he's seen them. And I'm assuming, right, he sees gems on them. I'm assuming he's like, oh, okay, So I think that's a pretty obvious situation. So yeah, we're going to continue to research. This turn we won't actually get anything, but the following turn we should get Construction 6. Construction 6 is going to unlock improved for thugging, basically, construction options for us that are going to be pretty good. But the big thing, and what's probably going to be a very large focus for a while, is going to be lightless lanterns. So we're going to have someone on lightless lantern forging every single turn. We'll probably actually going to, depending on what we have to do, we might pull hammers from gear forging. We've been basically doing like a set of gear every single turn. We'll be pulling hammers to do gear forging more frequently, and or we'll be pulling hammers likely to do less gear forging more frequently so that we can make more lightless lanterns. Fucking words hard. Jeez, my brain did not want to comprehend that term. Anyways, we're gonna do that. We're making another set of gear. Nothing surprising there, so don't really have to worry about explaining that or anything like that. We're recruiting a Ikmongui in Packwoods to immediately start putting up a fortification. Probably wait a turn or two before sending out a Star Priest or something like that to set up a temple and a lab in Packwoods, etc. All pretty simple stuff. And I think that's about it. Nothing else really crazy happening. This turn's kind of just a passive turn. We tried to catch Kangobia out. We're not ready to move a big army. Part of the issue I have here is if we look down here, there's forces down here. I need to double check with Erythia and see if Niflheim and Erythia are still at war with each other. If they are, then I'm less concerned about this. I might just be like, okay, well, we'll just sit here and not worry about it. Maybe we'll vulture some stuff over here, you know, make ourselves a big target. And I kind of don't want to actually do that. I would rather just hold Moliton and then focus on Kingobia. But I don't want to move a massive army out and then potentially lose that massive army in a battle with Kingobia and then have nothing to kind of plug the gap in Pistina. So that's part of what we're working towards, is trying to plug the gap in Pistina. And we're going to have to figure out a thing to do with our Astral Pearls pretty shortly. So one of the things that we're going to be able to do is getting to Construction 6 is going to give us access to more options, right? Pretty shortly, we'll be able to... I mean, I guess we could just do this already. We just have to save our Earth Gems. Forge some Earth Boots, put the Earth Boots on a Sorceress, make a Crystal Coin with that Sorceress. Now that we're about to have Construction 6, we can turn around and make a... what am I thinking here? Make a hat. I can't think of the name of the freaking hat. The Astral Hat. Whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. The +1 Astral Hat. Book. My brain. But so Crystal Coin, Astral Hat, that puts us at 5, right? Then we could actually turn around and boost someone like Silver 1, right? That gets us Astral 6. That's gonna allow us to make something, and actually I don't think it'd be that expensive. Powering Silver 1, Astral 60 Astral Pearls. That's expensive, but it's not crazy. Then we turn around and at Astral 6 we can make a Ring of Sorcery, put that on him. He's Astral 7. Now we can make Rings of Wizardry, blah, 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 blah. We become a real Astral Nation. The issue that I have... A real Astral Nation. The issue that I have is... Man, like... people like Kailasa, people like Relay, people like Arithia, they already have a crazy dominance on the whole Astral scenario. Someone's I gotta do that in just a second. But yeah, so we've got that whole scenario going, and we've got all these Astral Pearls, but I've gotta do more research and figure out exactly what we're gonna do with them, like where we want to go with them. We have these are basically these big birds, which I think are interesting, but I don't know if they're gonna be like real useful things for us, etc., etc. I was thinking, you know, with something like this, with the Throne of the Pantocrator, right? We could just try to like super dom push and just become an asshole, just put up Wrath of God, and you know, just lightning strike the shit out of everybody. But I don't know that that's gonna be a great option, truth be told. So. It's probably just going to get me killed, and it's probably just going to get dispelled, is what it is. But it would be funny if we went for something like that. Take a while to get there. It's so expensive. Anyways, I don't know what we're going to do there. I'm trying to think about it. We'll see. That's it for this turn. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye, everybody. Of course, because I clicked him to see what was going on, so now he's doing nothing. Now he's researching. Alright, enter.